Join me as I dive into the wild world of geopolitics and try to make sense of the BRICS expansion with 34 new nations. Can I keep up with all the changes? The BRICS bloc has been making waves in the global economy and politics for quite some time. Formed in 2006, BRICS is an association of 5 major emerging national economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The idea behind BRICS was to create a platform for these countries to cooperate on issues like economic development, trade, and global governance. The significance of BRICS lies in its collective economic power, which is substantial. The member states account for over 40% of the world's population and more than 25% of global GDP. This grouping has the potential to reshape global economic governance and challenge the dominance of Western institutions. In recent years, the importance of BRICS has only grown, as the global economy becomes increasingly multipolar. The BRICS nations have been working together to create alternative financial institutions, like the New Development Bank, and promote regional integration through infrastructure development and trade agreements. As the organization has grown in influence, it has also become clear that BRICS needs to expand its membership to stay relevant and effective in a rapidly changing world. Prior to this recent expansion, the BRICS nations faced several challenges that hindered their collective progress. One of the main obstacles was the limited global influence of individual member states. While BRICS as a whole is a significant player, individual countries like Brazil, Russia, and South Africa have limited economic and military power compared to established powers like the United States and European nations. Another challenge was the lack of cohesiveness among the member states. While they shared common economic interests, their political systems, cultural values, and strategic priorities often diverged. This made it difficult to adopt a unified stance on global issues and coordinate actions effectively. The BRICS nations also faced criticism for their human rights records, corruption, and environmental degradation. These issues undermined their credibility and made it harder to attract new members and partners. The lack of diversity in the membership was another challenge. The original members were all from the BRICS region, which limited the grouping's global representation and influence. The absence of countries from other regions like Africa, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia restricted the organization's ability to project power and promote its interests globally. Despite these challenges, the BRICS nations recognized the need to expand their membership to increase their collective influence, diversify their economies, and promote regional integration. The question was which countries would be invited to join the club. The expansion of BRICS was a strategic move to address the limitations of the original membership. The inclusion of new countries would bring in fresh perspectives, ideas, and resources, enabling the organization to tackle new challenges and pursue opportunities in emerging markets. In this context, the recent announcement of 34 new nations joining BRICS is a game changer. The new members include countries like Argentina, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, among others. These countries bring significant economic and strategic value to the table, making BRICS a more formidable force in global politics. The new members have their own reasons for joining BRICS. Some, like Argentina and South Africa, are seeking economic opportunities and access to new markets. Others, like Egypt and Saudi Arabia, are looking to diversify their foreign policy options and reduce their dependence on traditional Western partners. The motivations behind these new memberships are complex and varied. Some countries are attracted to BRICS' alternative development model, which emphasizes state-led growth and investment in infrastructure. Others see BRICS as a platform to promote their own regional integration initiatives, like the African Continental Free Trade Area. The inclusion of new members will also lead to a shift in BRICS' decision-making structures and priorities. The organization will need to adapt to the diverse perspectives and interests of its new members, which could lead to a more inclusive and representative global governance system. The BRICS expansion is not just about numbers, it's about the quality of the new members and their potential to contribute to the organization's goals. Countries like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates bring significant financial resources and strategic influence in the Middle East. The expansion is also significant because it marks a turning point in the global economy. The rise of BRICS challenges the dominance of Western institutions and creates new opportunities for emerging markets to participate in global governance. The implications of this expansion are far-reaching. It could lead to a shift in global power dynamics, with BRICS emerging as a counterweight to Western influence. The organization could also become a more important player in global economic governance, challenging the dominance of the IMF and the World Bank. As BRICS grows in influence, it's likely to promote a more multipolar world order, where multiple centers of power compete and cooperate on the global stage. This could lead to a more fragmented international system, with different blocs and alliances emerging to promote their own interests. The BRICS expansion is a significant development that will shape the future of global politics and economics. It's a testament to the growing influence of emerging markets and their desire to participate in global governance. To recap, the BRICS expansion is a game changer that will have significant implications for global power dynamics and economic strategies. The inclusion of 34 new members marks a turning point in the organization's history, enabling it to promote its goals more effectively and challenge the dominance of Western institutions. Don't forget to share your thoughts on the BRICS expansion in the comments below. If you want to learn more about the impact of global alliances, check out my previous video on the topic.